Doing good, thanks. It is not worrying, but rather trusting and abiding in the peace of God that will crush anything that Satan tries to do to us. If the Lord created the world out of chaos, he can easily deal with any problem that we have. Yeah. Rick Joyner, Joyner. It is useless for you to work so hard from early morning until late at night, anxiously working for food to eat. For God gives rest to his loved ones. Psalm 127:2. When darkness overtakes the godly, light will come bursting in. Such people will not be overcome by evil circumstances. They don't fear bad news. They confidently trust the Lord to care for them. They are confident, fearless, and can face their foes triumphantly. Psalm 112, 4 and 6 to 8. So that reminds me of something that, to me, this kind of reminds me of manifestation. So what you think, you create. And, for my life at least, people ask me, why do you think you've done the things you've done? And you're so different than people where you came from, and why do you think that is? And why do you think you went off and did your own thing? And I don't know. I just believed that I could. No one ever, I come from a very modest background, and but I went to an Ivy League school, and I got an MBA, and now I got a really great job, and all these good things, and not just that good things are money or anything like that, but I've walked a different path than is typical, and people have told me when I was younger, you can't go to any Ivy League school. And I said, oh yes I can. I was like 9 or something. Oh yes I can. And I did, because I believed that I could. And this reminds me of I think it's the Prime Minister of New Zealand. She's a female, and she was quoted as saying, it was just a meme that I saw, so I should really look into this before I say things to you, but you could look it up yourself too. She said, it just never occurred to me that I would be prevented from doing things because of my gender. And when I was young, I felt the same way until I got into the world of work and got into a field that was very male dominated, and I was prevented from doing things. But maybe if my mind was different, maybe I would have overlooked those things, because I do know women who continued to ignore the fact that they were being treated differently because they were women, and excelled. So I can see in my mind and my thoughts where I faltered in that. But here I am, almost half a century old, and I have to just remember that spirit that I had when I was a kid. So here we go. Oh, we started that. That reminded me. Yeah. So I think the bottom line is, when darkness overtakes the godly, light will come bursting in. Such people will not be overcome by evil circumstances. No, they won't, because in their mind is already set that that's not going to happen. So is your mind set that that's not going to happen? Bad things happen all the time. And you have to be ready for them in choosing how you're going to react to them before they happen. And, keeping these messages in your space every day is, until they become a part of you, is part of that, I think. It is part of it for me. When bad things happen, and some, not great things have happened to me recently, and I just say, that's okay, because everything seems to work out for me. Or, that's okay, because I am super healthy and abundant. And then I feel better, and then, look, fine, everything's fine. I mean, it's not, nothing's really changed. Just this is fine. And this is what I really care about, right? Not the body, I care about my body, but it's what's in here and the way I think about everything that just determines how I feel about my life, and is my life good or not. If I'm sucked in with negative thoughts, my life is not good. If I'm creating good thoughts and positivity, my life is great, regardless of the actual circumstances. No matter what happens, always be thankful, for this is God's will for you who belong in Jesus Christ. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Ooh. Poem by Jalaluddin Rumi. The heavens. The heavens cannot contain me, or the void, or winged exalted intelligences or souls. Yet I am contained as a guest in the heart of the true believer. And without any qualifications, definition, or description, from this blazing mirror every second spring 50 wedding feasts for the Spirit. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, whose thoughts are fixed on you. Isaiah 26:3. You know, and I would say, obviously the Bible talks a lot about God, but in you, or in hope, in faith, in positivity, you know, use whatever words work for you. If you don't believe in God, or you don't want to. Our responsibility is to keep knocking at God's door, to keep believing God will answer our prayers, patiently but expectantly wait on the Lord. Thelma Wells. So, you know, in the past we had talked about, well, what other words can you use for God? Use whatever word you want. But I think it's really kind of like, it really means like that other thing, that thing we don't know. Right? That thing we don't know. That thing that created this, that thing, or maybe it's not a thing, but look, whatever it is too much for this brain, and any brain, I think, to comprehend. So whatever it is that's larger than this brain can receive the messages from, or can process the data, then that's like the God we're talking